time with Beer Man. Whee! How's it going, everyone? How you guys doing tonight? Today we're from this video. It sounds like an auction. How you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. Tonight for Bumpy, as he is 3 hours ahead of me. But welcome to Any Alcohol and Cheese Tuesday. We do this every second week of the month, so to kind of put some fun out there, I guess, for the show. But yeah, I want to welcome Bumpy Isms. Bumpy, cheers, man.
Cheers.
Yeah. Gotta get our names up there, don't I? Okay. And I want to say, yeah, save it. I want to say welcome to Simo Sups and Justin Angie. How are you guys doing tonight, today, wherever you're from? Hell yeah. Cheers. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start it out, do the show and tell as always. And we'll start with, of course, Bumpy. Here we go.
All right. I'm slicing into my cheese right now just to kind of get it. It's not looking very presentable, I don't think, but yeah. Anyways, I got some crumbles going on here.
Ooh.
That is the cheese. I'll tell you what it is now. It is a from Wensleydale Creamery out of Yorkshire. Yorkshire, Wensleydale, and apricots.
Oh, wow. Yummers.
So, yeah, it's crafted in the heart of Yorkshire Dales, England. And, yeah. I'm not sure if I've done the apricot one before. I may have. I know I've definitely done Wensleydale's. I've had cranberry and blueberry. I probably have had the apricot one, but that's all right. It's getting harder and harder to find cheeses.
I know.
But
yeah.
I've got to go and drive after this show, so I can't do anything heavy. So, from Liar's Bench Beer Company out of Portsmouth, New Hampshire, I have a pair of pennies. So this is a Palotomavy Czech Amber Lager.
All right.
And it's 4.2% ABV. So, yeah.
Nice.
The can art on that thing, the backside.
Very cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah. 16 fluid ounces, 4.2% alcohol. Let's go ahead and pour this so we can see what this amber lager looks like.
Cool.
I haven't done a lot of stuff by Liar's Bench as of recent, so
welcome, Chatio.
Last few times I have. All right, this is a very light colored amber lager. As you can see, it's a real gold amber. It's got a nice kind of it's a vibrantly white head, I would say, and kind of on the sudsy side of things. Very good effervescence, good carbonation there, flowing up through. So we'll see later how this beer tastes and how the cheese tastes and all that good stuff.
All right, dude. Rock on. Cheers. All right, welcome, Chatio. I'm bringing you up now.
All right. I really hope this works. These two things work together. It's been bitter ash cold today. I didn't even go to the office, but yeah. I have a Roth Havarti dill cheese from Murray or Kroger's or whatever, and that's what she looks like. I know I bring this cheese a lot. It's one of my favorites, though. So there's that. And here we go. I got a Dry Dock Citrus Wheat Ale. It is 5.2% ABV. So crack this open. Lucy, I don't think you'll like this beer. Okay. And I'll pour it in there. It's a wheat beer with orange peel in it. So that all poured up. Nice haze to it. Almost pear in color. Half a finger head. Tight bubbles. Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Get back to you. All right. So yeah, cheers everyone. I got a burp. All right. So the beer I'm gonna bring today is called the Nebula Oat Stout. It's basically an oatmeal stout. It's called the Nebula by Block 15 out of Corvallis, Oregon. 6%. Oops. There you go. These guys put off some really nice beers. The can was packaged 11/26, 12, 1, 2, 3 months old. Not bad for stout. Fairly fresh. Go ahead and pour it. Says it has ruby, more of a ruby, which it does. Ruby dark chocolate coloration. Looks black, of course, and all right. So yeah, nice dark. It looks black, but I mean it's definitely got a dark chocolate at the nipple there at the reservoir. It has you can see it a little lighter, a little of that ruby coming through. Nice khaki head, a little darker than khaki actually. It's probably a little darker than khaki, but yeah, got a medium rising bubble on the carbonation. Go ahead and pour. I'm going to pair this up with Boar's Head's Creamy Gorgonzola Crumbles. I'll open it I'll just open it now so I can smell it with you guys real quick. Oh, yeah. All right, hope that works. I was kind of wanting a bigger beer, but it's all I could find at the moment, so oh well. All right, so we're gonna get back to Bumpy and do the full thing, the full Monty. There we go.
Oh, doing the whole thing. Head died down. Does leave a little bit of lace in there with the head, but so aromas. There's definitely an aroma. I just don't know how to describe it. There's kind of like a light bready molasses. Floral, spicy. Yeah. That's it. Molasses. It's a molasses bread with like spices and flowers. All right, let's dive in for the first sip here. So cheers.
Cheers.
It has an interesting flavor as well. The malt is it's got there's like a little bit of a doughiness that kind of appears. That's not the first thing that I noticed out of it, but it does kind of get this doughy breadiness. It's not like super hoppy. There is kind of a slight like fruity note. and a little bit, I'd say, kind of on the floral side. It does finish with a bit of that kind of like spicy herbal tone. That kind of lingers on. Bitterness, I would say, is kind of on the mild side. It is a lingering bitterness, though. I guess it kind of fits with a Czech style lager. I think there's more bitter Czech style lagers out there. Yeah, it's ever since I noticed that doughy maltiness, it's kind of mostly what I'm getting out of the malt. It does have a drying finish to the beer. Kind of has a medium body feel to it. Good carbonation. There's a lot more flavor out of it than what you would think with it being 4.2% ABV. So that's good. It does have a little bit of a touch of like a sweetness, almost like a little bit caramel, like just a tad on that. So the Wensleydale and apricot cheese. Kind of smell the sweetness. Wensleydale almost smells like a vanilla cake or something. Do get a little bit of that kind of tang from the apricot. All right, eat it.
Eat it, cheesers. I mean, shit.
Cheese.
It's a crumbly cheese. You got when it's mixing with your saliva or getting warm or whatever, it does just kind of melt down, coat the palate. It is sweet, kind of like a vanilla cake or muffin. It does have a little bit of a depth of a tanginess or whatnot to it. Then the apricots definitely add to that. Plenty of apricot bits throughout. Really crunch. It just adds that kind of like citrusy fruit to the sweetness of the cheese. So let's see how well this mixes with this beer.
Cheers.
Jesus.
Cheers.
Still chewing the apricots. Yeah, that works pretty well with a beer. Kind of takes a moment to get the any beer flavor in there, but kind of enhances that sweetness from the cheese a little bit. Then the doughiness from the brew starts to kind of come through. Apricot flavor just mixing nicely with that kind of light floral note from the hops. And I don't notice the herbal spiciness as much on the tail end. All right, let's drink beer, eat cheese.
Right. Beers and chances.
Versus
Beer shit. I know how those feel.
Kind of brings out a little bit of bitterness that way. Pumps up the bitterness. Sweetness doesn't come through as much from the cheese until chewing it for a little bit longer, but the apricots really shine when they pop. So I mean, I prefer eating the cheese first and drinking the beer with this one. I think that worked much better. But either way, it wasn't a bad experience.
All right.
Cheers.
Cool. Cheers, man. Cheers, Bumpy. Thank you. All right, let's bring up Mr. Chatio.
Hello there. What do I want to start out by reviewing? Heck it, I'll go with the beer. From I can't even talk. Dry Dock. It's the citrus wheat. This was canned on 1/15/25, so less than a month. Fairly fresh. See, ale brewed with orange peel and natural flavors, whatever the hell that may be. Again, pretty hazy looking, nice, kind of almost like a lemon drop or a pear. I don't know if you can see it in there. My camera's been acting weird today. Got a Windows update. It kind of made the camera screwy like that. There it is. All right, and we're back. Cool. It fixed itself pretty quick. All right, the aromas. Citrus is coming in strong. Hold on. Old school's calling me. God, it smells like cleaning supply, like with citrus scent. That's the aroma I'm getting from it.
Pledge.
Yeah, it's like lemon. It's like Pledge. I'm not able to get anything else really from it. All right. Well, cheers.
Nice.
Godspeed.
Cheers.
I feel like I just drank some lemon Pledge too. This beer is awful. Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Remind me not to get this again. Oof. It's just overly like orange zesty. Too much of the citrusy, and I'm getting the wheat in the back end, but not much. It's just your palate's got to fight through the lemon Pledge or whatever you want to call it to get to the actual beer. Oh, that's nasty. All right, well, might as well clean my palate out with some cheese, huh? So here is, I'm trying to find a good piece. All right, should be good. Here is the dill Havarti. See the pieces of the dill in there and some cheese on my finger. I can't figure out what finger it is in the camera. But cheese looks good. Very, very bendy. Another good melty cheese. Oh, smell? Getting the milkiness with the dill. Oh, yeah, that smells. It's got like a sweet aroma, but then like savory at the same time. So it's a little sweet, a little savory. Oh, that smells delicious. Cheese. Let me give it a try.
Cheese.
Ooh, big piece of that to get the beer taste on my mouth. Oh. All right, there we go. Now my palate's happy. It's good. Not overly dilly. It's not like the beer with the citrus. Not overly dilly. Nice melty, creamy a cheese. Another one would be perfect to cut up and melt like on pasta or make a sandwich with it. Yeah, it's one of the better cheeses in my books, even though I like a lot of good cheeses, but I am a Havarti fan. Ooh, I got the heel. A little more chewier, but still absolutely delicious. Yeah, creamy, melty, milky, and you get that dillness, you get a little earthiness with it. All right. How do I want to do this? I'll do beer before cheese. Cheers.
All right. Cheers. Cheers and cheers and kampai.
That is an interesting combination because it went from like camera, I swear to God, figure out your life. We're gonna have to deal with a little bit of a blurriness for me, but yeah, it was weird. The citrusness kind of took over it, but then it melded weird with the dill. I'm not a big fan of this beer and the combination, but cheese before beer.
All right. Beers on the chance.
But JJ's.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, that beer is just terrible. It ruins the cheese. It absolutely just ruins this mix. I should have grabbed a different beer. I'm kicking myself for not doing another beer, but I only have like 3 others in the house, so it is what it is. Not a great combination. I've got to kind of figure out where I'm going to put this on the score. Don't expect a great score out of me tonight for the beer and the combination, but we'll see. Cheers.
All right, dude. Cheers. Thanks, Janio. Right. Hi. Okay. I'm gonna do this beer. So Nebula Oat Stout 6%. I don't know what the IBUs are or anything like that. They say Ruby Black Oatmeal Stout is brewed with pale malt, specialty dark, and rich notes of roast chocolate ganache and cold brew. It has cold brew. Okay. Caramel softened by a smooth oat body. Let's get into it. So it's holding a nice rim, decent head retention, good carbonation, holding that up. Like I said, a dark chocolate on the nose. First thing you get is that dark chocolate roast and a roasty kind of espresso bean. Kind of smells like a. You do get a little oats, actually. You get kind of that. I think it's more of the. You just feel the softness. You can't really smell softness, but you can feel it. You know there's oat. There's some kind of oaty thing going on. Yeah, like oatmeal cereal. Yeah, smells good. All right, I'm gonna dig into this. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good carbonation, nice and crisp. Body's a medium body, actually. Yeah, that oatmeal really gave it a nice fuller feel. Bitter from mainly more of the acidness from the roasted malts and stuff. You get kind of that, but it's a nice mix of like bitter hoppy kind of. You kind of get you don't really taste the hops, but you know they're there because it's definitely balancing out the sweetness, and kind of that bitterness kind of works well with it. Whatever they did, it's very well balanced. It's chalky and mineral like in the finish. No alcohol. There is a slight, almost like a cherry fruit, kind of in the front, like on the middle of the palate, up on the top of my mouth there. If I clench my tongue to you can kind of get that cherry likeness. Yeah, it's somewhat creamy. It has a little bit of a zesty from the carbonation. Carbonation's perfect in my opinion for this. Probably about 45 degrees right now is what I'm drinking it at. But very good. I dig this. It's really good. That's all I got to say about that. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into the cheese, the Gorgonzola crumbles from Boar's Head. Yeah, let's do it. So let's smell first. I smell that veiny medicine nastiness, funk.
Nasty funk.
And yeah, there's a lot of veins going through it. You can see a lot of the veinage. Kind of that Band-Aid like medical smell when you open up a box of Band-Aids and you smell, kind of has that kind of thing. Penicillin or some kind of weird Well, I guess not not penicillin. I mean, like a mold or something. It's that moldiness, but it also has a salty kind of creamy edge to it as well. Salty, creamy, and lemony, like citrusy. All right, I'm gonna find a veiny one. That's what she said. It's buttery. Melts in your mouth so fast. Melts. This would be a good melter on a blue cheese, like a mixed with cheddar on a grilled cheese sandwich.
And a grilled cheese sandwich.
Ham and there's some bacon, yeah, and avocado. Yum. Oh, that's really good. It's tangy, tart, citrusy, everything like the nose, with a nice small little hit of medicine, band-aids, moldy, but it really blends really well. I like the slickness of it. Not slick, more of a oiliness of it. It just kind of melts and goes into like an oil feel on your tongue, and it goes down really nice. It's really good. Melts in your mouth, not your hands. Melts in your hands too, actually. It's very oily. All right, so I'm gonna do another little bit, and I'm gonna mix it with the stew. Yeah, you don't even have to chew it. The warmth of your mouth, the 90-degree or whatever the hell degree or 98-degree temperature of your body, just melts it. A little bit of chewing, but it's very soft, very veiny. I'm trying. Oh, it tastes like paint thinner.
Mm.
Ooh, delicious.
All right, so the beer, it's not really the greatest. Well, as far as getting any of the taste that you didn't like out of the cheese out of your mouth quickly, the beer really does its job well. As far as the pairing goes, they don't really mix because the beer overwhelms the cheese weirdly enough. It kind of just takes out all the flavors. It wraps roasted malt and chocolate all around everything. And then after that beer's gone down, you still have this oily cheese on your mouth, and it's still there, and it didn't go down with the beer. And so you want to have more. I don't know. I guess it pairs sort of good. It's not bad. It's not bad. I think it's just the cheese sticks. It's kind of like taking a shit and your shit comes out and hits the toilet and doesn't go down. It's just like this turbo shit that like goes against the wall of the toilet. And you're trying so hard, but you got to get the little scrubby brush and get the shit out of there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and have a beer before chess. There we go.
Bersha.
Don't forget to flush.
I won't. I promise. Okay, the beer sticks there. It's there, right? And then you have the cheese. And it starts to slowly turn into all cheese. The beer goes away, and the cheese takes over. So that didn't really work. The cheese kind of overwhelmed the beer in that case. So now I just want to have some more beer to go over that. I'll give you my last thoughts. How about that? Save it. But cheers. I'm done. I'll go ahead and bring it back over to Bumpy. Here we go.
All right. Not quite sure what to think about this beer yet. Trying to think like other Czech style lagers or amber. lagers I've had. I have had a couple. One of them from Schilling, which I think Schilling does probably a better job at it, but this isn't bad. I think the beer I'd probably land in say it's like top end good. Cooper, you'll be a good boy. You need to go out. Come on, let's go out. No, probably just gonna go piss in the bedroom. Yeah, so not bad. It's top end good, above average. Like I said, it's got a good amount of flavors for something that's so low in ABV. I am digging the
Nice.
doughy breadiness of it. I do wish it was maybe a little bit stronger on that. Maybe a little bit more hoppiness shining through would be nice too. I really like this cheese, the Wensleydale. Out of all the ones I've had, I mean, the apricot one here maybe one of my favorite Wensleydale combinations. I think the apricot just really works well with the sweetness of the Wensleydale. I think maybe the blueberry one, maybe like a close runner-up though. I think that one kind of reminds me a little bit of like a blueberry muffin or blueberry something like that along those lines. Yeah. I remember the Wensleydales for Thanksgiving when I go out and do my cheese shopping. I always skip over them. I think people would like them. Yeah, I throw this cheese in the excellent range.
Cool. All right,
sure.
man.
And the combination, yes. This beer and cheese, I'd say, does pair pretty decently together.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I think that lighter beer, if there was like an IPA or a darker beer, I think it would have destroyed the whole makeup of the cheese.
What kind of beer style do you think would go best with that? In your opinion? Besides what you have here. I mean, even though it went well. Like a light blonde or something? Or a lager of some sorts?
Yeah, I think pretty much mostly a lager. Maybe something that could give off some fruit notes too. So possibly like a bitter might work. Like an English bitter.
Yeah.
Where those aren't like super, bitter like an American like IPA or anything. So I think that could definitely work well because those kind of have that rich bready kind of tone to them. So.
Well, I think so, yeah. And that's an English cheese too, so that's a cheese style anyway. Yeah, cool. All right, Bumpy. Well, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Cheers, and on to chatty.
All right. Should I start with the good or the bad? Yeah, let's just start out with the bad. Let's just get this done.
Sure.
This is by far the worst piece of garbage that Dry Dock has ever produced, ever. In their nearly 20 years of existence. Why they decided to put this beer in a can is it's beyond me. I can't figure it out. They finally brought back the vanilla porter. That was gone for 2 or 3 years. I think too many people were complaining that, like, I can't buy your vanilla porter right now. What the heck? But this, get rid of this. Bring back a Hefeweizen or something, or even your old school West Coast old school IPA. The Enterprise that would sell well, but this beer, I can't even score this beer, man. It's so bad.
Wow. Okay.
It's probably I'll give it a freaking score. What the hell? Oh, like a 45, dude. It's so bad. It's one of
Ouch.
the worst beers I've ever had. But on the upside, the Havarti dill cheese magic. It's such a good cheese, and I still have about half of it left. Big chunk with a lot of the dill in it. This cheese is definitely one of my go-tos. If I'm at the grocery store and I see like a piece, the size of this, like quarter of a pound or whatever, I see the size of one, I'm like, done. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna cut it up. I'm gonna snack on it. Watch YouTube, watch a movie or something. This is an outstanding cheese. It is I'm giving it 97. It's an amazing cheese. It's so good. As for the combination, beer before cheese was a little bit more tolerable. Didn't work at all. It was just two weird combinations going together. It just didn't work. But yeah, the cheese and then the beer, I just about threw up. It was so bad. Such a bad combination. But well, now I know what not to combine with the Havarti cheese, I guess,
Sure.
or anything.
Yeah. Damn. Hey,
cheers! I will finish it. So cheers.
I just got Yancey's Fancy's dill Havarti. It was pretty good. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
so
that's a good one.
All right, thanks, Chadio. Cheers, bro. All right. Yeah. So I'll just go with the beer first. The Nebula Oat Stout, as they call it, oatmeal stout, 6%. Had a nice color to it. Very nice dark chocolate or light black. I'd say more on the right in between of dark brown black. It's so close. It almost has the flavor of a coffee stout, I guess, or something, but more of a robust porter, kind of a thin line between a stout and a robust, I think, in my opinion. There's different flavors, but the oatmeal is really nice in this. The softness, the carbonation, the body, the mouthfeel, the finish was cool. I kind of like the mineral. I don't know if I like the chalky so much, but it does have a nice clean water profile to it, and it's definitely been kept well in the can and in their line before they canned it and all that stuff in their tanks, bright tanks or whatnot. But yeah, they did a really good job with this. I'd give it like a 90, probably a 92, 91 out of 100. I'll stick with that. Which that's a decent damn score. So they did a good job. It's not quite excellent. It's very good though, for sure. And the cheese is freaking phenomenal. We're all having like really good cheese tonight. I really like this, and I'm gonna sprinkle this on a Cobb salad or something, or some kind of. I haven't had a salad forever, but maybe I should start. I eat so unhealthy. But yeah, definitely grilled cheese or something like that, or I don't know. It could be eaten in so many ways, but maybe macaroni or something with some cheddar. Yum. A little bit of penicillin, or I keep saying penicillin, a little penis. No, there's
leave me out of this.
Okay. But no, a little bit of that medical kind of thing, but that's expected because that's what comes with the style of cheese. And I thought it was really nice. I liked the melting part of it. I liked how it melted into an oily feel on my tongue. It kind of went down really nice and easy, and tasted good at the same time. So I would give the cheese, definitely give the cheese like a more higher score than the beer, probably a 93, 94. So definitely pushing the almost excellent, like very good, excellent, I think, kind of in that range. But yeah, so the mix, the pairing, definitely cheese before beer before cheese kind of overwhelmed. I don't know, it just didn't work very well. But the cheese before beer was okay. It wasn't the greatest, but it was okay. I did like how it kind of sifted through all the roasted malts and stuff, and kind of the sweetness of the beer. It was kind of a dry beer. I never mentioned that. It is kind of like a dry Irish stouty kind of feel. As far as their water or whatever the fuck they did to it, the chemistry, it kind of brought out more of a like a sulfatey kind of dryness, chalkiness. So it really worked well though with the flavor. It brought the flavors of the cheese through the beer more, so it was kind of cool. And then to still taste it in the end and want to have another drink of the beer, that kind of says a lot. It kind of works well together. So I would probably do like a 90 out of 100 on the pairing. It was very good, upper good, very good, or maybe an 89, but still a decent pairing, and I'm okay with it. So would I do it again? No, I would probably go with a sweeter beer or a more stronger beer, a little more alcohol, with a little more flavor, and not so much robustness, but more maybe even a dessert stout, but a little. That's a little strong, a little too sweet. Maybe keep the lactose out of that. But yeah, so I don't know. I'd have to think about that. But yeah, there you go. All right, let's go ahead and let's get back to the screen. Y'all where you belong. And it's just three of us. We'll go ahead and just let you do your shouts from your box.
Just the three of us. Where the box card came. So many people I could shout out. Let's shout out Joe from the Beer Patrol. I mean, he realistically has enough subscribers and everybody knows him and loves him, and he doesn't need a shout out. But yeah, the Beer Patrol. He's got a new camera. It seems like he's trying some different things. He's using a flashlight and stuff. So I don't know if he's got some cues from other beer tubers that do something similar. I think that Kyle from No Hype, I think I've seen him use a flashlight and stuff. So yeah, he just seems to be getting into this like this he still talks a lot, but yeah. Check out his channel if you haven't in a while. Check out his new crisp camera, which he probably got like a hand-me-down from FLX Dan, because Dan's big into cameras. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just throwing things out there, but anyway, on my channel, which I do have to edit a video tonight, so that I have a video to go out tomorrow. But I have my beer videos. I put 3 of those out a week: Wednesday, Fridays, and Sundays. And then I have my frozen pizza reviews. I put those out on Tuesdays. I had one drop today. It was a bruschetta, thin and crispy crust. I believe it's a margarita one. So,
yum. I had a thin crust today actually for the show. It was really good.
Yeah, I picked up. I still had one more pizza. Well, actually, I kind of have 2 more pizzas. Because I picked one up. It's like one of those healthier ones. I think it's a cauliflower pizza crust. Okay. So I got to get that done, and then I picked up some of those. I was shopping at Sam's Club last week. I think it was. Yeah, it was last week. Last week, yeah, it was. And so I always like, if I see stuff that I think my grandson would like, I try to pick him up stuff because he's over a lot every week. And I have to give him lunch, so try to find things that I think would be that he may eat. And yeah. So I saw the Red Baron deep dish pizzas, and it's a box of 12 of them. So
nice.
Picked those up, and I gave him. We had last week we had lunch, and one of the days was pizza. So I didn't review it, but that's one that I do want to do a review on because it was pretty good. So I'll do a review on that. And then I picked up another beach pizza will be coming out eventually whenever I cook that. Because the only time I did the beach pizza was when I was drunk with John. So we did like a cheese one, and it was a very long video. I try to keep my video short, but anytime I'm in a video with John and Ellie, that is it goes super long. So yeah, I got another beach pizza. So, and this one has got pepperonis on it, so it'll be a little bit different than just cheese. What else did I pick up? Oh, John and Ellie wanted me to do Tostinos, one of those party pizzas that they have. So I got one. I got one of those. Yeah. I don't have high hopes for it, but still, it was like under $2. So it's like whatever.
What is it? A Mexican pizza or the Mexican pizza?
No, you know, like the Tostino pizza rolls. It's the same company.
Oh yeah.
They make like
little party pizzas.
Yeah, like a little square pizza, like you might get like when you're in like school. You know,
right.
How they always had like the sheet pan pizza, and they would cut them into these long rectangles. You got to use the right terminology because a square has 4 even sides, but a rectangle doesn't. I learned that from watching Miss Rachel with my grandson. Yeah.
Hey, Miss Rachel.
We were doing the preschool one, trying to get him to talk better because he was talking fine, but then something interrupted that.
Oh
no!
He got around another kid that didn't talk so well, so he kind of started mimicking a little bit.
Oh, I remember you talking.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, that stinks.
So I was like, "You want to watch Miss Rachel?" He's like, "Yeah, Miss Rachel." All
right. Oh man. Well, all right, Bumpy man. Thank you, dude.
Yeah, cheers. Oh yeah, all my videos go out at 11 a.m. Eastern as well. Just so you know.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Too early.
8 my time. Shit. I see him every morning. I'm like, okay. I try to watch your stuff while I'm at work because I'm by myself when I clean houses. So
while you're cleaning the shitter?
Yes, exactly. So I'll try and keep up. But
yeah, I did that a lot with watching YouTube videos, was like washing dishes, you know, just kind of set the phone up and get it going and
just watch them and then comment later. You know what I mean? Or that's always what I do. I'll like watch. But yeah.
Excuse me.
Cool.
All right. I am going to shout out, and I'm going to butcher his name because I don't think anyone's shouted him out in probably 2 years. It's Joe Senegaglia. Who, used to do like arcade stuff, and like his background is like his basement or something. He's got like a freaking man cave. It's badass, like arcade behind him. But he's a hell of a good beer reviewer, and he's gotten a lot of popularity lately. He's just over 9,000 subs, but
Jesus,
hell of a good channel, hell of a good beer reviewer, great personality. But I don't think he's done food for a while. I think I see Pizza Port 30th anniversary. That was 7 years ago. Pizza Port's almost 40 now. Come on, Joe. But now check him out. He's a hell of a good channel. Great reviewer. I haven't really seen him do too much with the video games, but it's still kind of a cool background to see. Like it just feels like he's at like a barcade or something, reviewing a beer. As for me, I did an unboxing for Beer Man yesterday. I think it was yesterday or Sunday.
Yeah.
He sent me my winnings from last month from All Spun Out. Check out that show if you guys haven't. So thank you so much for those beer glasses. Really, really nice. I was using the heck out of one last night, drinking beer, and I'm like, it's nice quality, good weight. So that's a cool little gift. So I posted that on the Chatio channel. Tomorrow on the Adventures of Chatio channel because I didn't have anything else I could think of doing. I reviewed Takis Churro Charged. So it's like the Takis that are usually really spicy. These are non-spicy. It tastes like churro. Really good. So that'll be over on the Adventures of Chatio tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Beerman's time. So check that one out. Pretty okay. Cheers.
Awesome. Cheers. Thanks, Chatio. All right. So a couple people to shout is Don Osborne. That guy's been around. He's been keeping it going though. He's 13,500 subscribers. He's been going since like whenever YouTube started. No, he just did a brewing a lager with English malt, English lager, basically. It's like 9 days ago, so it's kind of cool to see him do that with all his guys. I think one of them guys works for Northern Brewers, something like that, or I don't know. But yeah, he's just right under Canada, still in the States. And then Keep It Funky Beer and Dank Reviews. I'll shout him out. Been conversing with him a lot about the beers he's been drinking. He's been really killing it with a lot of beer reviews as well as Bumpy. So it's his last thing was he did a medical weed. So he does beer and weed reviews. So he did a gas chamber, which is what the strain of cannabis is called. But then the beer before that is the Order of Combat, which is a West Coast IPA by Bottle Logic. Right on. Bottle Logic, I believe, aren't they from like either Canada or not Canada, but Colorado or like San Diego, somewhere in there.
I think it's California. Bottle Logic.
I think it's California. Yeah, California. Yeah. So there you go. As far as my channel goes, Beer and Cheese Tuesday is regular next week until the second week again of next month, March. So just bring Beer and Cheese Tuesday for next week is 8 o'clock, 8:30 Eastern. If we can go sooner, I'll let you know ahead of time. But we did today. I know because I was trying to make sure that Bumpy was able to take care of his little duty there. But duty, not that kind of duty. Get your head out of here. All right. But yeah. So I'll let you know. And then tomorrow is All Spun Out, and that's at 3 o'clock mine, 6 o'clock Eastern. Always. And we got some words. I got me a beer, and I'm pretty sure you guys got yours. If not tomorrow or whenever, but yeah, bring that up to the table and let's review it. Let's guess that ABV. Let's spin that wheel and let's shout it out and let's party afterwards if we can. Hell yeah, I'm down with that. That's really all I have. I've brewed a Devil New England. I will give it a Devil New England. Actually, I believe it is a 7.9 because I couldn't have but 2 of those, and I drink every night. A 6, 8, 7, and I felt this beer. So there's something right here. The Devil New England IPA, I'm going to clock it at a 7.9, and it's really delicious. So I do have 9 canned up. I got to give 1 to my bottle shop guy and 1 to me so I can review. Maybe 2 to me, actually. And then I've got 4 so far, 5. So 5 people. 1 won't be able to be on the panel if we do that. But if you guys want one, and I think I might have 1 left, so let me know. Bumpy or whatever. I'm asking for shipping only because I can't afford it.
Done and done.
But there's that. I just announced to the world on the live show that I'll ship you beer. That's great. Anyway, I'm not a crook, I promise. That's all I got to say about that. But thank you so much, everyone in the chat. There was only civil subs and just big edgy. That's all right. I'm okay with that. We're okay with that. It was good to have the panel here. Thanks to Bumpy. Cheers to Bumpyisms and Chatio. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, lad.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah. Well, you guys have a good night, day, wherever you're from in this beautiful world. But now after 1 more sip, if you got it. Cheers again and again.
Got a little draw.
All right. We out of here. Goodbye. Oh.